Welcome to the Blunt Show. Welcome to the Blunt Show. Always got one road. The place where you get to hear them things that you weren't told. Space where you get to hear them stories, let them unfold. Open to your views and your comments to the utmost. With Abu Hamza, real Dundada, rolling through the saga. Roddy partner, needs be do it, then we do it through the music. Stealthy with the growth, cause it's deeply rooted. We love right now. Oh, okay, yo, show my face too. You know, it's actually a good day today, 420. You know, it's the first episode of the Blunt Show. With my nigga Abu Hamza.
What it is, that's better. So tell no guess if it's just its own guess right now. What's this called? It's actually that. Okay,
all right. And we're here with Mario.
Yeah.
Mario Munday.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Keep on.
I'm good, dog. How you doing, Fizz?
I'm easy, bro. Tired, but yeah.
For time from what, dog?
Hey, like I work a lot on the weekends now. Like
sure.
I literally have shows every single weekend,
sure.
And some of them, or most of them, are usually out of town.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of driving.
Yeah.
And of course we do what we do, you know, when we're driving. So like it also builds up. That's how I end up being tired the next day.
So actually you're making money.
Practically, yeah.
Hey, sure.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
For people who don't know, Fizz, so like Makai and like the viewers, bro, who's Mario and what does Mario do? You know
what I mean? Mario. Yeah.
When's
who's Mario?
For people who don't know, Umar is just a young cat from Durban. You know,
sure.
I've born and raised here. I've never really lived anywhere else. I am like a music fanatic. Like I like playing music. I like learning to make music and so yeah, that's kind of what got me into the field that I'm in. So I'm an on-air presenter on a radio station. And then of course behind the scenes I do the music compiling there. If I'm not gigging on the weekend, I'm still somehow in some way working
connected to the music.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Artist relationships. Yeah. So I'm that guy, you know, like if you need a plug in case it in, you know.
All right. So your real name is not Mario. What's your real name?
Oh, Andil. Yeah, Andil. I only have one name.
Yeah.
Mario is actually a nickname. So you know how sometimes you get these names that you don't want.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that stick.
Yeah.
So like I hated being called Mario because I was called Mario because I only had the TV game Mario when I was growing up. So Sakula at my grand's center in the South, Gamakut. There was another guy that had a Nintendo. So we were the only two niggas in the whole location. Sure. Everyone had like a golden chine.
Sure.
So the cartridges are not the same. They're like big as shit.
Sure.
So I had one and I had the Mario one and he had like one called Ridge Racer.
Yeah.
So when he first started to know me, he'll just say Mario because of the game, the only game that I have.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. So it's stuck like that. So every time, you know, I'd like tell people, no, that's not my name. Like, you know, people would use it even more.
Just stuck with
Yeah.
Then one day I'm just like, yo, man, this can be my stage name, actually.
Yeah,
Mario,
bro, what the hell? I know if it's a good spell, you know, I've known you before, like you did, like, you know, the DJing shit, but I didn't know if it's good. That's how the name.
Steve, yeah, bro, I've known you for like over 10 years, bro. And this nigga's coming with the story. I mean, I thought just because you're short and the other and stuff. So like you marry the game, like this, you know the nigga,
Everything kind of fell into place, you know.
Yeah.
So I was short there, so
Sure.
yeah. But originally, that's how it came about because the guy didn't know my name at first.
Sure.
So since this was happening in the South Coast, whenever we'd come this side, we have a gig at. Remember, we used to do all bangers in Durban North.
Or
you'd do something in town, and you'd meet the guy at the mansion or whatever. And he would say this name in front of people who didn't know it.
Sure.
Andil, you know.
Yeah,
So then it started growing on that side as well again. And then eventually it was just like everywhere. Everyone was like, yo, Mario. You know. So then I kept it. Stage name like that.
Shit. What I wanted to actually even ask you to do you remember the exact like moments, you know, that made you fall in love with actually DJing? You know, what made you just decide, you know what, by this DJ thing, I'm actually going to take it seriously?
And like, how old were you?
Yeah, bruh.
When you discovered, I'm going to be a DJ. Because right now, bruh, DJ, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bruh.
That's what you're making.
That's how I've known you ever since.
Yeah, that's what's sustaining you, you know what I'm saying? Mario has never had like, you know, like about Mario Sebens and man, industry, you know what I'm saying? Industry related.
Yeah.
So when did you decide, Mario, bro?
Okay, so what had happened was my older sister was having a graduation party.
Okay.
So it was kind of like a surprise graduation party. And my uncle was making all the arrangements in terms of like the sound and the entertainment for at the nights.
Sure.
So at that time, like the first time I saw these niggas they had 2 CD players and they had this machine in between, and he could play both the songs at the same time. I was just like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
And I sat there, and now these were normal CD players, so there were no pitch bends or whatever, so he couldn't really get all of the mixes correct, but he was, swapping the songs.
Yeah.
I okay, this is fascinating. The party ends, I want to do this shit myself. I switch on the radio, I start touching. I mean, I don't know what I'm touching, but as long as it's happening.
Yeah.
And but I think at that time, I must have been 12, 13.
Yeah.
I was
12, 13,
young.
yeah.
I must have been 13. And then, I just realized what this is what I want to do. Bought my first mixer, like the DJ mix I bought when I was in grade 9.
Fuck.
Shit.
Yeah.
Got my first mixer, and I started fucking around. I'd hook up my mom's DVD player and my PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
And then I'd play songs from the PlayStation, I'd play songs from the CD, and I'd mix them.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like, I love this thing. I liked it. I liked the, just being able to make one song from playing 2 songs. I thought that was really dope.
Yeah.
And then you get when you're like kind of swapping the genres and being versatile, because I play literally everything.
Yeah, you played it.
Yeah.
Was because there was a time, I don't know if you remember, where the hip hop in Durban was here. It was like the industry was cutthroat.
You see, like that's the thing. You recognize that era. A lot of niggas acting brand new.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to take any shots on the first episode. You know what I'm saying? That's like all of my spawns. But a lot of niggas didn't recognize what hip hop played a role. You know what I'm saying? When I'm married, you kept it real in a way. You didn't lose the house part. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
You always kept it fresh with the house. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas just jumped the boat completely. Yeah.
Plus, but what I feel would say, like with Mario, Brian, I felt like he kept it real with himself. He does like both. Which is gonna lead into my next question. I would say, Brian, like, how do you actually balance like both, Brian? To be a hip hop DJ and like a house DJ at the same time, no offense to like the house people. Me, I see you as a hip hop nigga.
Yeah. It must be hard knowing the relevant songs for both the genres, bro. You know what I'm saying? So how do you keep up? Because when you're playing, you do play relevant tracks. In both genres.
I think it was the fear of like Kuksala, because when hip hop was here, they were looking at house DJs a certain way. When you switch the music in the club and you play house, I was like,
Sure.
So out of fear, of losing like relevance within the industry,
it's so real, dog.
I picked that up.
It's so real.
So when I picked it up, I actually found that it was an advantage to me, because now where's the new being figure and house had been playing for a while, so I just get there and I switch it up. The party starting. Some places I'd get there and it's just hip hop. When I go and they like parties like pop bottles. Get there and it was just hip hop the whole day, and then you come at like 10 and then you're rocking house.
For sure, one way.
There's a new Ndao, like getting feeling early, like Durban picnic days, go People's Park. I play like nice old school Kwaito sets, stuff like that. So it's actually been an advantage for me to have every genre like at my disposal. And how I kind of keep up with everything is just that, like I still till today practice DJing every day. Like I play every day, so when I get new music, I play it, so I get familiar with it. So that's how I'm always, like ready for anything, and that's how I stay prepared, because I never know what the next gig is gonna be. I never know. Yo, I need you to come play hip hop. I need you to come play house. If they don't say anything, if it's hip hop, then I switch it up. So like I kind of have to have it in balance. I kind of have to know what's up on both sides.
To be like, especially like if you're just going to be a DJ that's just going to stick like to one genre, like Duban, it's pretty hard for you to actually get your sets in. You know what I mean?
And many places too, like we struggle.
Let's talk about radio. Right.
Yeah.
How did you get into radio?
So at about the year 2010, like I knew King's Fiso, because when he was at P4, there were these battle DJs that he did. So now I was young, and I had never, you know, like ever like played on radio and whatever the case may be. So when I got there, it was a DJ battle, and I lost that day. And then King went on.
Do you remember who you battled?
Yeah. I played a friend of mine, Simpi, a guy from BFS. Like light and complexion. And
Is that nigga still
Built
DJ?
from scratch.
Yeah.
Is that nigga still DJ?
Yeah, he's making music and everything.
Oh, I thought you killed the nigga career.
No, so that day, you know, like he killed me proper. Well, and then King was just like, yo, you know, like you're young, you know, and you know, you're gonna, you know, keep doing your thing. So eventually I kept nagging him on, you know, I wanna come on again. The next time I won. Like I always, if it was a battle or not, I'd always just win it.
Yeah.
And that's how we knew that I could mix it at that time. So now I was exploring new things, like playing with acapellas and all that stuff. So that's how we kind of like, so one day he just called me up. He's like, yo, can you do a mix for the show? Like one that we're going to have constantly. So I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't mind that. So I started doing mixes, and I was a mixed DJ.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, and then from then, while being a mixed DJ, like the company got familiar with me, like because I used to drop the mixes like by hand at the station. And the music manager, that guy who was the program manager now, my boss, he saw me on the corridor and he was like, yo man, I want to start booking you for these nightlife session parties that we have. So I was like, all right, cool. You know, so I started being affiliated with Kakasi before I was actually, you know, even working for them.
Yeah.
You know, and he asked me, he's like, which one do you...
off the mixes.
Yeah. Which one do you want to do? You know, because now he was also DJ, so he's hearing my mixes on there. He's like, shit, this guy, you know.
Yeah.
So he's like, which shows do you want to do? I'm like, all of them. You know, like putting all of them. So they started booking me out, started booking me accommodation if it's out of town, you know. And yeah, so eventually one day, like he called me into his office and then he's just like, you know, I like how you have all this, like, you know, like experience, for example, like you know what's on in the ground, you know what's on in the club, you know what's on radio. There's a position that I'd like you to you know, to enter or apply for. So I'm like, all right, cool.
Okay.
And then so while I was in there in the talks about that, I kind of got a radio show because I did a demo while I was in there. Then I got a radio show, and then that's how I was on, like
like the viewers don't understand, Uguti, you're not just a host on radio. You also have a desk job. What is that? What do you do?
So I'm like the guy that schedules the music that plays at the radio station.
So you the guy to go to if you want music to be played on radio?
Yeah.
Compiled.
Yeah.
So you decide who gets played and who doesn't get played?
Partially.
Let's work with a percentage. 100%, that's 100% right now. Let's say I've got a track.
Yeah.
And now I come and I drop off the track in Kagasi. How much power do you have for that track to be on? How much power? Oh, I shouldn't say power. Power, bro. how much power do you have in affecting the decision on that track being playlisted?
Like a 30%.
30%. Sure. That's a lot.
It's not a lot.
That's a lot.
Based on
how many of y'all decide? How many of y'all decide?
There's a committee that has 5 people.
5 people.
5, yeah.
And you 30% out of, bro, that's a lot.
Okay,
that's
maybe not 30%, but split 100% amongst 5 people.
About 5 people.
25.
It's 25.
Yeah.
It's not a lot. It's 20.
20. Oh.
20.
Guys, it's a fucking reach.
It's
yeah,
20,
whatever
bro.
that is, bro.
It's 20 times 5 is 100, bro.
Sorry, guys. You don't see that. It's the Black Show.
Yeah.
Not the Max Show.
Okay. Yo, shit. It's good shit.
This is dope.
I'm telling you, man. These niggas is coughing. Niggas are answering wrong. What's going on? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's get back to it. Yeah, okay. Like, so now there's 5 people basically who decide if an artist track gets played.
Yeah. Based on the criteria that's there.
On the criteria. And you guys decide on all the genres?
Not gospel.
Not gospel. Who decides on the gospel?
The gospel host.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
I didn't know that.
Like
I thought you guys decided on everything.
No, well, I mean, I'm not really clued up on like in-depth underground gospel, you know.
Oh yeah.
The proper stuff. the commercial stuff. I know.
You know, joyous celebration.
Kirk Franklin, you know,
Stomp,
Lion of Judah. That
Yeah.
stuff. I know that. So that's left to the gospel host, you know. To sort out. But I mean, I'm there as a process as well, just to add songs and get songs for her as well. Sure. But the decision of making of it is literally that. It's
just 5 people.
Sit down
it
in
just
the room
boils down to 5 people, and if there's 3 of these guys who don't like, not say the track, but your persona, sit jump in.
Not even. It's
about the song.
Yeah, like we don't even. It's not a personal thing. You know, we don't look at you and be like because we don't know. You could have a hot record. It could be Song of the Year or whatever the case would be. So we'll never hold it back. Unless it's something that we wouldn't play anyway. We'd always, we'd always get a fair chance, like every other song that we get.
Like in your experience, bro, like what are the pros and cons, like you being like a compiler?
Yeah, like your friends.
Yeah.
What are the pros and cons, really, bro? Like, I'm sure you get random calls. From people you used to know. Now that they know your position.
The good and the bad, dog.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure it's not all good, bro. You know what I mean?
Look, when I started the job initially, because I was young, I was literally, I think I was 24. Sure. And my boss kind of set me down and he was just like, it's a bit weird on your case because you already know half the people.
Yeah.
You worked here.
Sure.
So there was always that friendship thing there. And he says, it's going to be hard for you, you're not going to be able to work properly.
Yeah.
So I had to, at that point, make like a conscious decision to be like, this is how I'm gonna work, and niggas need to respect that. And if they don't, then hey man, you ain't paying my bills, so we don't gotta be friends.
Yeah, at the end of the day, if it's all figure out dog to make friendships, because bro, if ngempela dog that was the case, bro, I don't even think Sample would be interviewing you today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Dog.
We had to call. It's professional. We had to call Mario, even though he's our nigga. We're like, hey, bro, how you doing? Are you okay to come through? What's going on?
Sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, like some of the pros and cons about it is that Uguti, okay, let me start off with the cons. Like that. So guys, would feel they could call you at any time because
Sure.
Call him at 9 and we talk about music.
Yeah.
Dog, it's 9 o'clock. Apart from Kakasi, I've got a life that I'm,
Yeah, umuntu now, yeah.
I mean, I've got gigs, I've got shows, I've got everything. I can't be speaking about your song at 9 p.m. So, like, like artists having access to me 24/7, even though I don't even give out my number like that because I've only got one personal number. I don't even have a company number. Right. I hate, not even I hate. Some of the bad things about that is that most people think this is a personal thing. Guys think at the end of the day, because you're sitting behind the computer that actually plays it, you have the right to make the song play. You just won't play it because of time. And it's not that, like, protocols and that's what I did. I just jumped into the ship and I carried on working like everyone else. That thing is working for them. They're getting results. The listenership is growing. I then can't come in and now start, why are we doing this, or why is this done this certain way? I just jumped in and I started working how everything was working.
I changed a winning formula.
So, some of the pros about that is that I feel like I'm in a position which most people don't think that I do, but because I'm in a position I'm on, I feel like I can pioneer certain things. I can make the company and the organization shift their focus into young upcoming talent, and unsigned, untouched fucking gems, people that are doing this shit and they have no recognition whatsoever. That's something that's really cool, but it's not going to happen overnight. Guys need to understand it's a process. Now I'm trying to change the ways. I'm trying to let them know that, the new age doesn't really work like that anymore. This is what's up now. This is what happened on the streets. And when you guys brought me on board, it was because of that. You said you wanted to know and use my expertise on in the industry. Yeah. So I think that's something that, that's really dope about where I'm at. And the fact that, I can motivate, There are songs that I like that don't make it onto the playlist.
Let's talk payola.
Yeah.
For those who don't know what payola is, the payola is when you pay somebody to play the track on
It's
air.
pay to play.
Yeah. You pay to play.
Yeah, I pay to play.
Basically, that's payola.
Yeah.
Does payola exist?
Well, yeah, because I've seen videos of people getting arrested and losing their jobs because of it.
Shit, yeah, I remember I dropped you a video like that. I can't really say the guy, but
You know, there's been headlines of guys at big radio stations, you know, being called out for, you know, guys are going on Twitter and they're throwing this out there like, yo man, play this nigga this much and he play my record.
Yeah.
You know?
Have you ever been approached?
One of the coolest things about that, the Kagas is not a big organization. We're really tiny. I mean, there's one music compiler, one music manager, two computers that have the system.
Yeah.
A music committee of 5 people know what songs are listened to. So the minute a song that they didn't agree to starts playing on air, everyone's like, yo, what the fuck?
What's going on? Showcase.
You know?
Showcase.
And they have access to it. So it's not like I can load a song and then give feedback on my computer. If I load something, it happens on all the workstations. So he'll see
And
it,
exovela vele.
So now if I play a song, because I'm paid to, it keeps record. He can just go back and see, yo, man, you've been playing this song for so long, you know, I could lose my job.
Sure.
You know, there's so much that could happen. So I'm grateful for that too. You know, I don't know, maybe there'd be a position if for someone else we have, you know, I'm forced to, you know, start looking at something like that. But because Ikakas is the way it's set up, it's not really easy. So I don't, you know, experience it a lot. And because Njabange Shoot, I don't have a company phone. So most of the time when people call me after hours to discuss something like that, I just tell them off.
Yeah.
Dog, how you can do that? Go vela pepe and go to the peta, you know. Like, and another thing, most of the people when I started the job were telling me that don't start it because you're not gonna stop.
Oh yes,
You know,
yes,
like,
yes.
don't start taking money from people because once you start, you're gonna know that you have some other source of income and you're gonna depend on it. Then you're gonna start promising guys things that you can't do. Then when they give you money and you don't deliver, then what?
Yeah.
You know, and I'm still growing my brand. You know, like I wanna, you know, see how much I can get while I'm
You
still
get it,
young.
yeah.
So the last thing I wanna do is jeopardize, you know, my future by doing something.
Yeah.
stupid.
So nigga, stop approaching my nigga.
Yeah, no, I mean I don't mind the approach. I'll tell you straight.
Yeah.
This question is coming from the niggas. They're asking like the criteria for it's even for the, I guess, for the public out there who'd say once the track is being handed in, like what is the criteria that you guys look for, you know?
Okay, so first and foremost, people gotta understand one thing.
It's hard.
That too, but most artists have this perception that Gagas is a platform for them.
Sure.
It's not.
Sure.
It's a business.
Mm.
You know,
We all
work there. This is a multi-million
Span.
brand. So we can't be doing what we want. So there are criteria that angafika nje bangesha khona. Like for example, Gagas is a hit playing station. They only play hits. I mean, you might hear a song that's from 2008, but
it was a hit.
When they're playing,
The MO of the organization is not really to break songs. We don't really break songs. You know, we play hits. We wait for the record to be something that's really hot, and you know, then we stop.
The MO is not to break songs.
Yeah, like it's. I mean, look, it happens. I'm not gonna say it never happened, but that's not something.
It's not like it's not. Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Sometimes you realize, yo, man, maybe this record, if we play this, we could be one of the first people to play it, you know. But also, again, it's not a decision that I sit there and make on my own. It's calculated.
Yeah.
So Kakas has got this thing that is called like call-out survey, where we'll get the new songs. Once we've got the new songs, we take them for testing. And then the songs that are like high testing, the people that like and whatever, we bring back, and those are the songs we play on the radio station. So ideally, the songs that you hear are songs that are chosen by the people.
Sure.
Okay.
Because if the song comes back and it tests bad, we take it off. We don't play that record. But ideally, like Abantu Abaningi, you don't understand that it's up to them. They're the people that choose the songs.
But
and it really is about the as
unless you want to like these big artists, bruh, I feel like sometimes these big artists just get taken on just because they big. You know, like sometimes we just listen to niggas just because that nigga has
not even
had one, you know, like
not even, no shit. Not even.
Oh yeah.
I don't think it's even like that for any artist, for someone just because of who you are to get on. Yes, it might be easier because we know you've played your previous record, but
Yeah, bro.
the next record goes under the same scrutiny. Like everything happens the exact same way that happened on your first song.
Sure.
Yeah, we've had guys that have had one song and then every other song they've bought doesn't play.
Doesn't play. Yeah, kunjalo
You
fethu
know, and
though,
we've had
you know.
guys that have never played a song and they bring one song that's different and then it gets playlisted.
Yeah, and real artists will tell you, bro, you know, as much as they say very to make a hit, it's like for some it is easier, but for some, dog, you know,
Yeah.
it takes some time.
Yeah,
Bro. You
it's a
know,
process.
you win some and you lose some. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not to like dodge the question, what's the criteria? Like, there's many things. Like, you know, does a song have, you know, a catchy hook? Is it something that, you know, like being at Lalanga, are we really gonna miss the record?
Sure.
You know,
Sure.
Is it, first of all, is it something that is in a language that our listeners do understand? You know, so we've got big songs, but I mean they're in Sotho or Tswana. So
Sure.
can't really rotate that stuff.
Sure.
You know, amongst many other things, you know, there's
obviously
on the
intangibles too.
Yeah, on the list that, you know, Pelanama can't be out here popping intel. On the list that we sit and mark songs according.
How
to
long
what
is that
music.
list?
Well, it depends how many songs we have. And we have a lot of songs. So we listen to maybe 40, 50 records.
A day.
Not a day.
But like when it's time to listen to them,
Yeah.
like 40, 50.
Hey, that's a artist
Yeah. So amongst many other things that are listed on the sheet that you mark on, you know, the criteria is there. You know?
Sure.
And again, for guys, you know, there's sometimes, because when we review the music, so can it be a radio single that we can play every day? Not because it's for Nuba and it's song side. So sometimes your song won't make it into like a regular rotation, but it'll be like maybe on a specialty show, so it's a hip hop record. You know, it's bumping there, there's charts there.
Sure.
Or sometimes, you know, a song gets like weekend playlisting. Guys were like, you know, we can't really hear this during the week, but on the weekend, this thing would pop.
And sometimes, bro, the song needs to do its thing.
Yeah, you know, so
in order for it to be able to
Yeah.
get
Many
to
songs,
those levels,
yeah.
it gotta work.
many.
The song has to work,
Yeah.
like literally do its thing out there with Abantu in order for it to even get that rotation. Especially, bro, if you're an artist that's like not known, bro. You know, the song has to really do its thing. You know.
And another thing, like, you know, like I've been to many conferences and all these Mbizos, and, you know, I see the frustration in the artists, you know, like these guys they angry, dog. They bitter, you know, they're not getting what they, you know. I don't know if it seemed like this thing was promised to them, you know, but like, guys gotta understand, you know, like we would say, hey man,
it's a long line.
Gagas is not a platform.
But not now to say it in a bad way.
Yeah.
But it's a long line.
But
though.
Niggas, I get what you're saying when I'm like, niggas look at Gagas as a platform to bring them out there, bro.
Yeah.
It's a long
I
line,
think Gagas
dog.
is something more like, it'll carry you, you know what I'm saying? More than just bringing out there. It'll carry you once you out there, then the niggas will carry, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. Niggas just pop in the hood and think good time gag I deserve to be playlisted. Now where's on my criteria about fit?
Yeah, but when I feel my dog.
And my thing is that with like the guys that do get that, like guys playing your song on the weekend on a special show is better than not playing your song at all.
Sure.
Like, understand that.
Sure.
Sometimes guys fail to understand that.
Sure.
Like, what's wrong with my record? There's nothing wrong with your song.
Yeah.
It's just something that we can't play on general rotation.
And dog, sometimes it's just that, like, well, I even see with like in the US, you know. Sorry to compare it, but it's like there's a lot of good songs that are out there anyway. Sometimes when you keep in goma, that's good. Obviously for you, your category, your whatever, your catalog or your category, you know, it can be good. But like once you going like amongst other songs, we've got like 11 languages. There's like a whole lot of other songs that we're going up against.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm talking even as a hip hop guy. So you're going up against Afro, you're going up against Afro House, you're going up against, you know, you're going up against Tikwato. Not saying with people, they're not like people who listening to hip hop, la names and but it's just like I would say the numbers to go up a little bit more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for me, like I said, you know, like Uguti, partially I feel like it's okay that I'm in the position that I'm in because as I'm like, you know, I'm understanding like an artist talking to me like that, yo man, this thing's frustrating down here, you know, like we're going to these things and we're getting all this, you know, knowledge but we, you know, we're applying it but nothing's really popping. You know? Like so I'm if you want to look at it like that, artists will be here and I'll be there. I'm there trying to fight so that, you know, we're bringing, you know, this thing up. Like, you know, that thing of Wuti Kakasi, like, for example, won't break records. Like, that's a big deal.
Sure.
You know, just because I work for the organization doesn't mean I go with what happens there.
Sure.
Like, I guess I end up at the end of the day. But
Sure.
that's a big deal.
Sure.
You know?
Sure.
So it's stuff like that. It's like, how do I expect an artist from home to create a record that is going to be so big that Kakasi will notice it and start playing it continuously for him to then get recognition everywhere else?
It has to get played all around first.
I was like, no way. Like, if someone from Durban drops a record and the first time we hear it and the first time plays like on 5 or on Metro, that's bullshit. That's fucking bullshit.
Sure, man.
You know, because every other station down here is playing a new record that's coming from Joburg or from Cape Town. You know, like, yo, the first time play on the song. We out here bumping this shit. Like, yo, there's a nigga that dropped a record last week. We said no to his record and we out here bumping fucking Younger's record. I mean, no offense, but I'm just using him as an example.
He's a nigga who's not from Durban.
And that also, you know, it affects me. Like, guys think that I go with that. No.
I patriotism
I don't. I think it's one of the stupidest thing ever. But maybe I should figure out and that's how it's been working. That's what
can't really just come through on some like, hey, mina ngifuna ukuthi kube kanje na manje.
You know. But again, like, it's a slow process that I'm also trying to work at the top, you know, trying to get a little bit more privileges, you know, a little more like executive decisions so that, you know, I can like imply a lot of things. You know, like, yo, man, we need to look at something like this. We need to sell features. Maybe some governments a fucking time slot, tell them to buy it from like 7 to 8 every day. And then that time, every artist that's either bugging them about funding or whatever is playing at that time. Play Niggas Cats for an hour on radio, national radio. Maybe that's something someone needs. Somebody just a spin on a huge radio station, impressions all over the province, and he's sorted. You know, so like you know, those are the things that I want to, you know, start seeing at the station. But currently, I'm not in a position to make decisions like that. But I'm fighting. Yeah,
but no, I feel, dog, you're gonna get there, bro, because you've never been a nigga who's like switched up too much. You've always stayed on what you're doing until you get it. You know, that's how I've known you. You know what I mean? So, hey, bro, I believe if it's Zogwas.
Yeah, I know.
So if like, if you release a track, who decides? Will you be part of the 5 who decides if you release a track? Because you're an artist at the end of the day, right? Do you plan to release a track anytime soon?
Yeah. Well, I actually had this conversation with myself weirdly in the car. And then I was like, yo, I DJ and I'm on radio. What would me having or not having a record, or how would me having or not having a record affect how I DJ? In no way. So until the criteria is you have to have a song out as a DJ for you to be considered one. I'm not like you niggas. I don't feel the pressure of dropping a record, so that's why I've never had that in my head. Like, if I drop a song, where would it go?
So does Mario have any like future like projects? You know, not it doesn't even have to be music, just things that like you feel like you want to venture yourself into.
Yeah, like, yo, crazy. I think more now. Like, you know, like I feel like I've got more relationships that I can use, you know, more avenues that I can, you know, tap in and I you know, I want to capitalize. Like, I want to do what I need to do when I need to do it and kind of check too while I'm doing it.
Fits.
So something I've got going on is like there's an initiative that I want to do just like as an organization is, you know, many schools and many places of underprivileged people, you know, they get like by class abantu bafika and little wood and then they go, or they come and they bring something and then they go. Like, there's no follow-up plan. There's no, you know, You know, what am I? You know, what do I expect to see out of the place that I'm helping in a certain place? So there's an initiative that I'm doing with that. Like, you know, like I want to get to a place and, you know, do what I need to do with it, but also stay on that project.
Sure.
And find out and see the progress and see the stuff change, you know.
Sure.
Like I really want to build a school.
Yeah.
Like that's one
That's
thing
dope.
that I'm currently working on right now. Like
That's
I
dope.
really want to build a school.
That's dope.
And you know, get people to, you know, get jobs, get children to so that's a process that I'm doing. But in the interim, I need to still invest in myself so that I'm growing as a brand, so that I get this recognition. You know?
Wait, hold on. Is this if you ridiculous? But come in. It's my brother. Yeah. Motherfucker. Because you're just nigga saying you can ruin the show.
Saying about building schools and shit.
Oh yeah. So Mario, my G, you got so much going on, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Like right now, you got a gig up in Jersey, or 2 gigs up in Jersey.
Yeah.
Right? Where you gonna find the time to actually now do all this on the side? Because now you, on the weekends, you up and down, yeah, bro.
Do what?
Monday to Friday, get the school up and going.
Oh.
To get into it in the future.
Or in the future.
No, not even. Like it's something that I so what I'm gonna do right now is the Mario Munday brand is just gonna go do extensive marketing. Like billboards in the hood.
It's
That's the clothing, Angez.
It's
That's the
sure.
clothing.
Yeah, just the brand on the whole. Like we're just
Yeah.
gonna, you know, get billboards out there, certain places, Lamont, my hometown, Makota, Nanda.
Sure.
You know, we're gonna put these billboards up and then, you know, hopefully attract brands, you know.
Yeah.
Guys will wanna, yo, this nigga's investing in himself like this. Yo, we wanna jump on.
Sure.
Next thing you know, like a car dealership is on board and maybe I got a fucking Nivea, you know.
Yeah,
Because
nah,
guys are gonna wanna be on the billboards. Guys are wanna have the naming rights. And I mean,
Yeah.
it's something that I wanna offer. Like, yo, man, if I'm working with you, look at what you're getting. You know, the added value. I mean,
Dropping
I've got a
some
billboard,
game.
you
Dropping
know.
some
Yeah.
game.
So with that, you know, creating those relationships, I'm hoping that I can work with those companies that do jump on board in
Yeah.
building the school.
Yeah.
So that it's realistic. Like I mean, I don't want to do something and then go. Like in shit, we'll need funds, we will need resources, we will need these things to keep checking on the school and making sure everything that's supposed to happen. Who knows? It might be one of the biggest schools in KZN.
Hey, bruh.
You know, like
Pretty dope.
yeah, something like that. So yeah, that's how I plan to actually do the whole school thing. You know, like by investing in the brand and then attracting more brands to jump on board, and then we can make this happen.
Oh shit. Oh, also what I wanted to ask you is that, bruh, Joe Fitz, like you smoke, bruh, you know. Like I even see you on Insta, bruh, you know, you post pictures like of you like blazing. Like you open about it, bruh, you know what I mean? Like
Posting nuggets and shit.
aren't you like, don't you sometimes like be afraid if it's so good to, you know, like ish, like a brand, you know, that you want to work with, you know, will look badly or look turn the other way because you're so open with your cannabis use, dog.
And right now you're on the Plan Show.
Yeah, dog. Even right now, dog, we play.
The first episode.
On the fucking first episode. Poster boy, I'm a nuggets.
Yo, owe me.
Yeah, don't worry. Royalties. So they get % Yeah, so how do you feel?
Like, dog, I've been smoking marijuana for the longest of time.
Fuck.
You know, like, it's what a cigarette is to someone else. Like,
Sure.
when I want to smoke, I smoke.
Yeah.
So with something like that, like I had a conversation with one of the guys, DJ Lab, in fact.
DJ Lab.
Shout out to Leb.
He was yeah, shout out to
Shout
DJ
out.
Lab. He was having like a seminar for these guys that he's gonna go overseas with, and you know, we all were there as professionals in some field, and we were gonna give advice. So you know, a banker, a lawyer, you know, a guy that does music publishing, and he had me there as well. So we were sitting there and we were talking, and one of the things the guy said across the table was, you know, with today's youth, one of the baddest thing that they do is that they fuck with the business. As in, if you're a brand and you know that you can be making money, then don't fuck with the business. Don't be doing something that you know is not gonna make you money. Don't be falling into those fields. Me, it's a bit different, you know. Like I've been like Kisa Kula, there were niggas around me that were getting sponsors. They were, you know, getting clothes, and I was doing what the fuck they were doing, you know, but I wasn't getting the shit.
Yeah.
There were guys working with brands, Puma, fuck you, and like many other brands that we were working with, and I never got to that point. And at that time, I thought, you know, like I was okay. I wasn't really posting about marijuana. You know, I was just cleaning the product that I wanted to be an ambassador or something, and that didn't come. Now I smoke weed and I'm open about it. So if you can't work because of that, then okay. I've made it this far without you. You know, so that's how I feel about it. Like I smoke marijuana. If you're not okay with it, then don't be okay with it.
As long as it doesn't affect your spine, well, bro. I fucking smoke, dog. It, like doesn't. I don't know. I don't know if it affects. Maybe something that other people who can tell me. Bro,
nah, it doesn't affect me, bro. Like in fact, I need to smoke to deal with the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I wake up.
Yeah, I smoke, dog. I smoke. It doesn't make me stupid. It doesn't. I drive. We could have 10 joints and I'd still get into the car and drive. Sure.
Yeah, you can have 10 joints, but you can't have 10 shots. Of tequila.
Sure. No, I don't really touch
that. Shit, fucked up. Oh yeah. Do you drink?
No.
You don't drink?
No.
Don't lie, dog.
I don't. Yo, I need to show you. Like I always go home with riders. Yeah. Most people have this perception that I come there and I'm going to drink.
Yeah. Also, you got all these bottles at your crib.
I got
too.
I actually flew back with them from that places. Like even if I'm out of town, like I'm flying back with these bottles.
Nah, this motherfucker doesn't drink for real.
Yeah, I'll just take 2 off your hands, yeah, bro.
Anything, gin, champagne, vodka, whiskey, you know.
Umbrella Marafish.
Yeah, but you know,
we go on camera, yeah. This nigga thought, you see, okay. Umbu's the next episode if this nigga came with the
problem. I'm gonna ask you, Fitz.
I'll send you the location.
Yeah, my nigga. Yeah, that's pretty dope, bro.
Yeah, bro, I'm cool. Like, does anybody have like anything else? Maybe they feel like they wanna ask Mario some shit. You know? You good?
So, Doug, are you single, bro?
No.
You're not single. No. So you got somebody you call baby.
Yeah.
And how does she treat you going up and down the country like it's nobody's business? No, for real, bro. Because, you know, for me, sometimes, bro, like, going to PMP is a problem. I gotta explain a lot of things. Yeah. Right now you're about to go, bro. How does that affect your love life? Being away every weekend.
I don't mix work with
pleasure.
My life, yeah.
Work is work.
My girl works with me, so she knows.
She works with you.
Sure.
Yeah, she'll handle most of the itinerary stuff anyway.
Oh, see, that's pretty dope. Yeah. So imagine she's in the industry and everything.
Yeah, she's on. She'll hook everything up and she knows, like, if I'm out of town, I'm not there to fuck around.
Out of town.
I'm there to work.
Yeah.
So it's important for somebody to have somebody that understands, basically.
Yeah, like, no, you got to. Otherwise it's not gonna work.
It's not gonna work.
It's not gonna work.
Yeah.
And also, like, you know, I like how she's respectful of that area, because I mean, that's how I make bread, so you can't be fucking with that.
Yeah, true, yeah.
To be at the house. Nigga.
Yeah, gonna be at the house by. Make sure you're at the house by 12. Like, but you know, like sometimes you gotta be there an hour early. You know, and then stay and hear the next nigga play, which okay. And then yeah, but you get you go to okay, so much you paying it. So after you finish playing, come back.
That's what it is.
Vibes. There's vibes where I'm at.
Yeah,
so I usually hang out. Yeah.
That's so good. Okay.
Thank you for coming through, Mama, bro. You know, because we know that you're flying out. I mean, you're driving. You did say you're driving.
Driving out, dog.
You're going to be driving. You got 2 gigs up in JHP.
Yeah.
You know, man, safe travels. Thank you for coming through to the first episode of The Plunge.
First episode of the motherfucking Plunge Show.
Yeah, bro, we did it. Shout out to the crew. Shout out to the crew.
Deeply rooted up in this, you know what I mean, dog?
Shout out to Munday, my nigga. Yo, bro, it was only right you did the first episode, you know what I'm saying? Because
thank you you so much, dog.
Yeah, I know, appreciate it. Thanks for having me. This is
Pulling
really
through.
dope.
Yeah.
I hope it grows and, you know.
Yeah, bro. We're still
provides a
gonna
lot of
put in
wisdom.
some posters up in this shit. You know, get some
Yeah, yeah.
food.
Yeah, we'll get some food and sparkling water for the crew.
You know, get some
You know,
food and sparkling water for the crew.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Get some more
100%.
weed. You know, if
Yeah,
anybody wants to
yeah.
bring some weed up in here that's gonna fuck us up.